The song that we're going to be playing is called O Bekarara Dil, which is a Bollywood song. Thank you.
So I did my GLAS minor, graduated winter 2018. I did art history, and so I'm in grad school at University of Washington doing museology. So I'm doing museum studies, and as a good grab, actually my GLAS minor has been more helpful than my major currently right now, which is awesome. And actually my GLAS minor has been more helpful than my major currently right now, which is awesome. And we're gonna make tea eggs today. This is also going to be my first time making tea eggs because I remember as a kid I had it all the time. It was always on road trips. So I have those here, but I thought I would boil the marinade first because that'll take 20 minutes on its own. And the only thing you need to do with the eggs is kind of tap them with the spoon so they have that kind of marbling crack that they're known for. And I found in this journey of moving out of my house, I've accumulated what I think is like a staple cabinet of ingredients. So I'll start off. I've got 2 dried shiitake mushrooms here that I'm gonna put into a saucepan because we'll boil the marinade first so then everything cooks together. A whole cinnamon stick. I just have a handful of star anise. So mine broke in the cabinet, but they are still completely useful. So a handful of these, which I think translates to like 2 tablespoons or 1. So I've got those in there. I broke a chili pepper because I don't handle spice as well as I hope I do. So I just need 1. And then I also have about half as much cloves as star anise. So we'll throw all those in there. And what I've learned is that you can add based on your taste. So I really like garlic in my flavor. So I have 4 cloves that I've kind of cut up and smashed. Then the primary ingredient for tea eggs is black tea. So because of the quarantine, I haven't been able to like run down to Chinatown, which takes me about 40 minutes to get to by transit. So Lipton black tea works just as well, which I hope you have in your cabinet. You should have tea in your cabinet. And then my parents told me you could pretty much use whatever tea you have in the cabinet. So black tea is the staple, and then I have like essentially like a dark roasted green tea that I have laying around in my cabinet. So they just look like these crumpled bundles. So I think loose leaf actually works better than the bagged tea because it allows it to swim around in the saucepan rather than stay in one area. So I have all that in there. Then I talked about this last week about the difference between using dark soy sauce and regular soy sauce. So dark soy sauce, I'm told, is better for marinades because it sticks around longer and it's a lot more stronger. And when I asked my parents for measurements, they told me soup spoon, which wasn't tablespoon or teaspoon. So I had to go dig around for like that deep soup spoon you typically see in a lot of Asian restaurants. And so they said 3 of these. Yeah, because regular soy sauce is kind of like salt. You kind of add it towards the end, or you can continue building its flavor by adding it every other time you turn up the heat. But about a soup spoon of salt. I don't know why we don't use metric ingredients in my house, but that's okay. So I just have sea salt. Same amount of brown sugar. Preferably, I was supposed to use like rock, kind of like rock sugar, like the big clunky kinds. Enough liquid that when it comes together, your eggs will be covered. And if you like yours stronger, just add more ingredients, dilute it, whatever you want. And for this one, bring it up to a boil. And as soon as it starts boiling, you let that go for about 15-20 minutes. Give thumbs up if you can see my eggs. Awesome. Tea eggs are definitely not that kind. They're like hard boiled, so the eggs are cooked all the way through. And you're not supposed to punch it so hard that it breaks. So it's just lightly tapping till you get cracks all over. And that'll get its signature look of the marbling. I remember as a kid I would call them dinosaur eggs because that's exactly what they look like. And then you can press around a little to make sure there's cracks all over it. So it kind of looks like this. You have cracks all over the eggs, but nothing is showing through. So I'm going to do that for the next 6 eggs. And
UWU? Okay. That's uwu. 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 I realized it afterwards. It sounds like, it would be useful to have a GLAS minor as you also pursue the Division I basketball. I heard that's a really good combination.
You can probably apply for a sports scholarship, a music scholarship, academic, whatever, your heart desires. And you have a network already here for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, Dave. They also cornered me into getting a GLAS minor, so you're not alone.
yeah.
If you hover over one of their like screens, you'll see and if you click that, then like they'll be the main screen for like regardless of what's going on.
Can you decolonize an Asian museum? What does that look like?
Lillian, what's your favorite food? I'm just curious.
Will you demonstrate how to eat tea egg so we can watch and learn?
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't eat with rice?
Have you eaten at the Walrus and the Carpenter?
Thank you so much for including them in your conversation and the music also.
Encore.
now they've turned into this kind of like
Oh,
dark.
wow.
It's supposed to look darker, so the longer it'll sit in there, manage to peel it.
Oh, wow.
It's a hard-boiled egg, but you have the marinade flavor. The longer it sits, it'll actually, you'll see the color change all the way down to the yolk. So I will eat that for breakfast.
Well, this morning I made spam silog for my whole apartment. So just I cooked my rice yesterday because of course it's always best to make fried rice with like leftover rice. So I did that in advance and then just like added a ton of garlic to it for the fried rice and then made spam and fried eggs.
Oh,
so that's great.
Perhaps next week, Professor Guevarra can either provide music performance or cooking.
Alex, Canis major in a GLAS minor. Hi.
I'm Karen Sue. I teach in the Global Asian Studies program and direct the Anna Peasy grant.
I'm Raza. I'm currently a senior studying finance, and I also work at art.
My pronouns are she, hers. I graduated in winter 2018 from UIC.
But my pronouns are they, them, theirs. With a GLAS minor on the pre-med track.
I'm Mark Martel. I'm the director of the Asian American Resource and Cultural Center, also co-PI on the Anna Peasy initiative, and I'm affiliated faculty in Global Asian Studies program.
Hi, my name is Renee. Pronouns are she or they, and I'm a gender and women's studies major and a global Asian studies minor.
Good, you're a student. I'm IDS major at GLAS.
Oh yeah. Aw.
I'm Faith, and I brought my brother David along. Do you want to talk about yourself, David?
I'm a junior in high school.
Yeah. He goes to a CPS high school, and I'm a freshman, neuroscience major with a GLAS minor.
I used to play basketball.
I'm Anna Guevarra. I direct the Global Asian Studies program, and I'm really happy to see all of you in today's hangout.